In this video, I am going to teach you how to download and install the Tekhi Volunteers app into your phone. So as you can see, that's the app right in the screen with the blue link. So I'm going to click on it. When you click on it, you apply some patience and let it load. So you see it's loading. Patiently, it's loading, and so you see. The reason it appears so quickly like this in mine is because I had once installed it. But if you have not yet installed it before, you're going to see the option install in your home screen. You click it. Then you will see another option which will say accept notifications from this app. You click it. You agree. Okay? Then it's going to pop up like this. So you see on the top left corner or right corner, whatever one it's for you, it's written the Tekhi Volunteer app. Put your eyes up, you're going to see. Okay, so I'm going to click on it here, Tekhi Volunteer app. And so when I click on Tekhi Volunteer app, it opens up like this. You see the different sections of this app. It's very important because you're going to be using this navigation. It's called the navigation bar. You're going to be using this navigation bar to choose what you want to do in the app. So it's written Tekhi Global Vision. Available volunteer positions. Tekhi volunteer ID number and e-card. Activities. Contact supervisor. Tekhi volunteer network. Announcements. Accomplished projects. There's a little bit of typing error there that will be edited. I will inform the team. And then the last section says share this app with a friend. So let's take the first section, which says Tekhi volunteer app. Okay, Tekhi Global Vision. So I clicked on Tekhi Global Vision and it takes me here. So this is the very first section. That's why if you try to pull it up, you see you cannot go above more than this. Okay, see, it tells me the section just popped up now. It says add to home screen. So I try to pull it down and then it refreshed. So maybe if you have not seen this section before, you can just do what I did. You try to drag it down and it says add to home screen. So I go ahead and it says install. I take the option install. Installing Tekhi Volunteers app. When it's done installing, you're going to see the notification that is going to pop up. So it's look at the top part of my screen now before it disappears. It says app installed. Okay, so I go back again. I click on the navigation bar. I go to Tekhi Global Vision. So this image you are seeing is the top section of the page of this section. So you start scrolling down gradually. You see the beautiful pictures of our current volunteers. These are professionals who participated in the newsletter for the month of January 2025. See their pretty faces there and some pictures of their work. And now you're going to read very carefully. As a user of this app, a volunteer, you need to be a meticulous reader in order for you to absorb every information. There is no wasted information here. Every single word is important. So I will read for you. It says, welcome to Tekhi Volunteers app application, a unique global. You're going to take time to read other literature so we don't sleep here. And then it says, to have a smooth experience on this site, make sure you go through all the pages by using the navigation handle above. So you see, this is the navigation handle above. I'm taking you there again. See, on the top left section, the topper area, it says Tekhi Volunteer app. That is the navigation menu. When you hit on that bag, looks like a first aid bag, you click on it, that is the navigation menu. Like we clicked on it and we took Tekhi Global Vision, right? So you read all this literature and you see this option. It says follow Dr. Marike account LinkedIn. When you click on that button, which you should, it will take you straight to my LinkedIn profile. Make sure you hit the like button and make sure you go through my post and drop your beautiful comments and repost some of them, of course. And the second one says follow Tekhi Global on LinkedIn. You do the same for our company page, Tekhi Global for Menopause Health. Next, you see a beautiful video, which is one of the video projects we carried out for the osteoporosis risk assessment and screening social media campaign. Health professionals from different fields came together. So as you scroll through all of the sections, all the videos you see, these are videos of our work. These are videos of the volunteers of Tekhi Global. It is not any copied work. No, everything here is legit. The images are all of Tekhi Global, the work of our volunteers. So now look at what is written. It says, please click the button below to download a PDF copy of our vision for this year. Read through the details. So you hit on this place saying about Tekhi Global for Menopause Health. You see the PDF copy there. So you hit on it, you download it. It's a PDF copy. You go through every single detail there so you should understand what Tekhi Global is all about, what our vision for this year is all about, what the current health programs we are running are all about, what the different projects we are doing are all about, the different strategies, the expected outcomes. You should not be lost, okay? You should not be saying, oh, maybe I'm going to write Dr. Marie on LinkedIn so she should explain to me. I don't have the time. That's why I worked with my team of experts to put all of this on the app. So everybody who is joining, because the requests, the applications from health professionals to volunteer in our organization, it's becoming too much. So we had to do this thing in order to reduce the burden and also to ensure that every volunteer has a smooth volunteering experience, because our aim is for every volunteer to pick up job ready skills. So make sure you go back up and read all of this literature. Okay, so now that you are excuse me, now that you are done with this section, you see you're trying to pull it up, it's not possible, right? It means you're done with this section. What do? You go back to your navigation bar, okay, top left section, and you hit on this first aid box. So you click the second option, which is available volunteer positions. So you want to read about this. You are a new joinee, you don't have any idea. When you always hit this section, make sure that you are reading from the top. So you try to pull it down, and if it doesn't go down any further, then you know you're at the top. So you're seeing two PDF documents. One says volunteer opportunities. That's an error. I'll inform my team to correct that spelling error. Volunteer opportunities at Tekhi Global for Menopause Health, and health program manager. So within the first document, you have a job description of a volunteer health promotion officer, health educator, and community health worker. And in the second document, you have a volunteer position of a health program manager, which can also work as a project manager. So whatever one interests you based on your health background, you go ahead and download it and you read every single detail. You have no business trying to reach any of the supervisors on Tekhi Global when you have not even understood what your job. We are not there to teach you your job description. That's why we created this site. So make sure you read it well, because if you send any question to us which reflects of someone who has not read, we will just ignore you. We have so much work to do, trust me. And we want to deal only with professionals who are as serious as we are, because it takes your seriousness and your discipline to ensure your productivity during your volunteering period. And if you apply whimsicality and lackadaisicality at your initial stages, we are just going to forget about you. We are not even going to take you serious. So you scroll down, you see beautiful images of volunteers' work as well. So you see you're trying to push it up, it's not going anymore. It means you have reached the end. You go back again to the navigation bar, and you take this opportunity, this option, says Tekhi volunteer ID number and e-card. And you make sure you read all of this literature as well to understand what this ID and e-card is all about. Okay? If you have not received any ID number and e-card, then know that you are not recognized as a volunteer in Tekhi Global, you need to go immediately to the section on this app which says contact my supervisor, and make sure you submit all the documents and components which were requested in your PDF file that you read, the PDF file that contained your job description as a volunteer. Remember the file we saw in the second section for the health program managers, for the health promotion officer, health educator, community health worker, whatever volunteer position you are after. Make sure you read detailedly that document. You're going to see the required steps for application. Make sure you follow every single thing. When you do, you are going to receive an email from one of Tekhi Global's official emails sending you your ID number and your e-card. That is if your application is approved anyway, because we don't approve every application. So if yours is approved, then you are actually very fortunate. So yeah, that is it. And you can enjoy this beautiful video, which is one of the projects of our volunteers as well. You go back to the navigation bar and you click on activities. You want to understand what are the different activities which are being carried out. We already explained every detail of the activities being carried out in that PDF document. So if you have not downloaded the PDF document, make sure you go back and do and read very well, because we did not put it up there for decoration. So it's stating here about the details of your monthly reporting, weekly reporting. It's highlighting more on all of these facts, and there are some questions that are being answered. How will I contact my supervisor? You go to the page titled Contact. Make sure you read every single thing. There is no word here that is wasted. How will I contact my supervisor? You go to the page titled Contact Supervisor. So we go back, we hit this navigation bar. See, Contact Supervisor. Okay? So this is the button when you want to contact your supervisor. You have a worry, you need guidance. You hit on this button, and then it's going to open up to the email of one of the supervisors at Tekhi. You type your question. Make sure you type your question in very, very clearly so that your question is gotten and you're going to receive a response, typically within 24 hours. So you set your reminder and you always check. When you want to submit your monthly report, which we expounded upon in your PDF document, you do the same thing. You attach your file on this email which opens up when you hit this button, contact my supervisor. Okay? Once you send a message, you expect a response from one of our official emails. And yeah, so one important thing to note, every time you hit contact my supervisor, make sure you attach your necessary files. Let's say you're submitting your report, you attach your images separately. We want images that are attached separately so that we can use it to upload on the announcement section of this site, which you're going to see. And you write your report very professionally. For you to know how to write your report, go on Google and search standard reporting format for NGOs. You're going to see good formats. You draft your reports in that way. You did an outreach, make sure you add beautiful pictures to the report to make it look nice. But still, when you make your report as a PDF and you send, still send your pictures separately. I'm taking our time now to explain, but as supervisors and myself, we will not explain all these things again. We speak once, and that's why this information is being put up in the app. We are not going to be repeating ourselves. It just shows that the volunteer is not serious, and we will kick you away. We have time only for those who are serious. You go back to the navigation. It says Tekhi Volunteer Network. So yeah, we are yet to upload it because we just started this this idea. So once we start giving out the ID numbers and the e-cards, we are going to put up the profile, the professional photos of all the registered. The fact that you are on this app doesn't mean that you are a volunteer. You are only a volunteer when you have a registered ID and an e-card given to you. And we are going, and your face must appear here. If your face does not appear on this section, so even when you have submitted your application, when you receive the approval from us, when you receive your card, you have to check on this section until your face appears. Meet your volunteer. So we are going to put the photo and the link to the LinkedIn profile of all the professionals. So at any time you feel like, oh, I want to network with my fellow volunteers on Tekhi Global, you just come and hit this section which says meet your volunteers. and you're going to scrolling down and you'll be seeing photos of health professionals like you from across the globe. It's such a wonderful opportunity for networking. So let's say you see somebody from South Africa, you say, oh, I want to talk to this person. Simply you hit on that button which says link to LinkedIn profile. When you hit on it, it will take you straight to the professional's LinkedIn profile. You feel free, you send a message. Now, this is where your e-card is important. When you send somebody a message, the only proof that the person is going to know that, okay, you're a fellow volunteer like me at Tekhi is that you will send your e-card to them. You will say, this is my e-card, this is my ID number. And my face is also there on the meet your volunteer section. So the person knows that they are talking to a real volunteer from Tekhi like themselves, and they are going to grant you their audience. There are amazing opportunities you can have through these different connections just because you are a legally recognized volunteer from Tekhi Global. So you see the different photos here and the different links to the LinkedIn profile. You just hit on the buttons and you're able to discuss with people, converse with them, conversations that lead to profitable networking. Okay? Go back to the navigation. You see announcements. In this section, we are going to be putting up announcements. Daily announcements, weekly announcements, and even notifications are going to be popping up. You see this top right section here where you have this thing that looks like a white animal's face. That's a notification. Make sure you turn on your notification. But on this announcement section, make sure you visit it regularly. Maybe every day or 3 times a week, you're going to see announcements there. Announcements they are going to be put up. Daily announcements, webinars, we are going to announce our webinars, the dates, we are going to set reminders, the different training workshops we have, available courses for you to take. Our free we give volunteers courses for free, but we usually open it for a period. We can say, okay, for the next 48 hours, this course is free. After the date expires, we close the free access because all our depth training certified courses, because Tekhi Global is in partnership with depth training courses, depth training center, www.depthtraining.com, where we put different, we give scholarship to all our volunteers in order for them to be built, to have job ready skills. Because like I always teach my mentees, professionals are not, your future employers are not out for your degrees only. They are out for skills. So we organize this continuous learning by partnering with depthtraining.com, DEHP, that's depth training, DEHP, depthtraining.com, in order for our volunteers to be equipped. So you being a volunteer at Tekhi Global is a win-win for you, because by the time you come out, organizations are going to begin to rush after you. And we are trying to spread what we are doing to fellow founders of NGOs so that they are going to be aware that something like this is going on, where volunteers, professionals are being trained with job ready skills. And you see, very soon, many organizations, when they are looking for a new hire, they will just contact Dr. Marie Keka, CEO of Tekhi Global, and they'll say, please, do you have some professionals for me from your volunteering network? We want to hire, because they are going to be so sure about the quality that my organization is producing. Okay? The experts that are being formed here with job ready skills. So count yourself very lucky. See the navigation bar. It says accomplished projects. So same here. We are going to be uploading all the projects which we have accomplished on these sections. The team of experts are still going to be doing a lot of additions because we have so many projects which have been accomplished by our prestigious volunteers. And now this option says share the app with a friend. So you like what you are seeing, you just hit this button and you share it to any friend that you want. Let me hit the button. So it says share on WhatsApp. You click on WhatsApp and you go to the contact of the person you're trying to share. Facebook, LinkedIn, you can share it to your LinkedIn contacts. Why not make a LinkedIn post? In fact, this should be your first task if you're really listening to this orientation video. Make a LinkedIn post and share. Invite people. Okay? Just by downloading the app and going through this orientation video, they can be able to get themselves integrated into our volunteer network system, irrespective of their location. It's such an innovative idea because it's a remote internship. 90% remote, and it's both remote. Let me not say 90%, but both remote and on-site. And on-site doesn't mean you need to travel and come to the headquarters of Tekhi Global in Cameroon, because that's where our office is. No, right where you are, you're going to be guided by your supervisors to carry out on-site projects, and you don't need to spend any money. Our supervisors are filled with so much wisdom to enable you to carry budget-friendly outreaches. When we say budget-friendly, you're not even spending anything at all. Maybe just if you have to pay some transport, few coins just to displace yourself for a short distance. We encourage our volunteers to carry out outreaches just around them, your neighborhood, your workplace, your school, maybe your mother's local group. Women usually have these monthly groups where they meet together for different purposes. You apply to come there and speak as a Tekhi professional. Okay? You apply to come there and speak. So all of these things, you don't need to stress yourself. Your supervisors are there to help you to carry out impactful projects right where you are. Isn't it amazing? This idea of remote internship from Tekhi Global is so amazing. Most people, for them to get the kind of job ready skills which we are offering at Tekhi Global for free, they need to pay so much money. There are paid internships and paid volunteer positions in international health organizations like mine. People pay. But in Tekhi, we give you the opportunity for free as long as you show that you are serious, of course, because if the supervisors determine that you are not serious, they will withdraw the opportunity from you, because we don't want you going out and saying you're from Tekhi Global, but yet the quality doesn't meet the expectations that the world is expecting, because they know the kind of work we are doing here. So we take this seriously. And the last thing I would like us to note is your attire. Your attire as a volunteer for your outreach projects. We are going to update it, but maybe we are going to create a section. I'll speak to my team of technicians about the attire. We have an attire for volunteers. It's a pink t-shirt. At the front it's written Tekhi Global, and at the back it's written the volunteering position. So you simply have to click on the button that best applies to you, and you're going to download the link of the soft copy of the t-shirt, and you're going to also see images of samples of already printed t-shirts, which we are going to put up, because we just had a volunteer carry out an outreach in Cameroon where she was dressed in this t-shirt. This t-shirt was recently produced. It's a very recent something. Okay? In fact, this whole idea of the volunteering network is something recent, because we are, as part of our culture at Tekhi Global, we believe in building professionals. Okay? So the compulsory attire for each of your activities, you're doing an outreach, you're doing a video project, whatever thing you choose to do as your activity, you must put on that t-shirt. So you don't need to wait to order a t-shirt from us to leave from Cameroon and reach you wherever you are. You just go to that section, which we are going to put up very soon. Once we put it, we will put on the announcement section, so you see it, and you go and click on the navigation menu and click on the section of my Tekhi professional attire, something like that. And then you're going to see all the details. Okay? That is your professional attire. So from where you are, you just go to the nearest printing house, printing shop. Yeah, everywhere. You just print. Very minimal fee. I think in Cameroon to print out, it will not cost you more than 1,500 francs. And that's not even up to, it's just about $2. So I think it's the similar price everywhere you go. So there is really no excuse. Our internships are very cheap. You don't pay for it. You don't have to travel anywhere. Just where you are, as long as you are serious, you can make meaningful impact in your community. You share your experience in your LinkedIn profile. You upgrade your CV, and you go back with confidence to apply for those jobs that have been rejecting you, and you're going to be surprised. You're going to be surprised at the outcomes. So, once more, you are welcome. My name is Dr. Marie Keka, and I wish you a wonderful experience at Tekhi Global. And before I go, I just remembered something. Your reports, we have standards for your reports. Minimum 3 to 4 activities before that month is validated. You're going to see, make sure you read the document very well. The document that speaks about your job description as a volunteer, it has all these details there. So it's not just to say, I'm in Tekhi Global Volunteer Network for 1 month, and then you've done one activity, and you say, I've done 1 month. No, you have not done 1 month until you have 3 to 4 approved activities. An approved activity is an activity which you have carried out under the supervision of your supervisor. They permitted you to, they approved the activity. They permitted you to go ahead, you did it, and then you sent your report. You sent your report, and then your report was validated. That's one activity approved. This is the same up to 3 activities for a month. Excuse me. Then now you send your monthly report, which carries a summary, a very brief summary, nothing long, maybe half a page, where you're summarizing all these 3 activities. And of course, our email system, because that's how we have been communicating, should have the details of all these 3 activities which you are claiming to have carried out for that month, and that monthly report. When we go through these 4 different reports, 1 month validated. The same thing for all your 3 months that you choose to volunteer, or your 4 months, or your 6 months. And in that way, we are going to use this information to write a powerful letter of recommendation for you to go back and face those your dream employers who rejected you. We are going to give you a certificate of work experience, and it's going to be a professional boost in your career altogether. So, you're welcome to Tekhi Global Volunteer Network. Feel free and enjoy. Bye.